Welcome to Mental Health Monday Check-ins with Jamie Lynn. I am Jamie Lynn. So last week I talked to you about stress and I got quite a few messages. So I'm going to do a stress part 2 and we're going to jump into that a little bit deeper today. So stress is part of being human. All of us have and will experience stress more than one time in our life. It's something that happens. It's very normal. And having great coping skills is going to help get you through it. What is stressing us out right now? The pandemic is still going on. We're just about to a year. Employment or lack thereof can be a huge stressor for people. Finances, school, whether that's your own education or your children and what that looks like. Even during a non-pandemic time, school can be a huge source of stress for many parents. Family, lots of different reasons that family causes stress. Your mental health can be really frustrating and cause stress. Your physical health or a disability can be a source of stress, and other people's expectations. I think that's a huge stress that a lot of people don't acknowledge is that maybe you don't feel that you are where you're supposed to be or doing what you're supposed to be at this point in your life, and that can be a huge cause of stress. So what does stress do to you, right? We all know what it looks like, but let's talk about how it manifests physically. Okay, so someone who is reaching that, maximum level of stress is going to get headaches, have muscle tension and pain, chest pains, fatigue. There's going to be a change or could be a change in your sex drive. You can have an upset stomach and sleep problems. Those are all physical manifestations and changes that can happen to your body when you are stressed out. So changes in mood for someone who is feeling stress, anxiety, restlessness, lack of motivation or focus, feeling overwhelmed, having your anger become limitless. All of a sudden you're angry all the time. That's definitely mood impacting when it comes to stress. And sadness, and depression. Those are all signs that you're stressed out. And now let's talk about behavior, right? So we know what it looks like and what it feels like, but what do others see when you're stressed out, right? You could be over or under eating. You could have angry outbursts. I'm a yeller, and when I'm stressed out, I yell more than normal. That's me. Drug and alcohol misuse. People tend to use those as their coping skills when they're stressed out. Not a great idea. Social withdrawal. And then some people will exercise less when they're stressed out. So those are all signs of stress. If you're feeling any of those, remember, you're human. It's okay. How can we overcome that? I've got a couple of easy tips for you. Connect with supportive people, right? So if you have a family member who stresses you out, don't call them when you're feeling stressed. Even if you're stressed about something not related, don't call that person who sends you over the edge every time. Call someone supportive, someone who makes you laugh, someone who makes you happy, someone who says the right things and makes you feel good. Connect with supportive people when you're feeling stressed out, and exercise regularly. Go for a walk or a bike ride, or do some yoga. Find some sort of physical activity, and that can really help reduce your stress and then reduce all of those other impacts, physical, mood, and behavior as well. Eat well. It's really hard. I am a chocolate binge eater. So when I'm stressed, I will go and Girl Scout cookies are one of my vices. Chocolate is a huge one. But so try to eat well. I try to get almonds and carrots more often than I grab the chocolate, but usually the chocolate wins. And then also limit alcohol and stimulants. Those are not healthy coping skills for anything, but they're definitely not healthy coping skills for stress. Engage in a hobby. Find something that you're interested in or re-spark that joy, and that can help reduce your stress levels immensely. This week, I was working on a painting project, and my kids wanted to paint, so I covered the dining room table, and we all sat and painted, and it was really nice. Did they make a mess? Yep. Did my 2-year-old mix all the colors? Yep. But we were engaging in an activity that I really find joy in, and so I didn't allow that to add to my stress. I allowed it to be a joyful activity. Look for a hobby to help you manage your stress. And therapy. Therapy is a really good tool to have if you're feeling stressed out. So it's more than just talking to that, connecting with that supportive person. Talk to a licensed mental health therapist, and they can help you find some good, healthy coping skills if you're experiencing stress. You are not alone. Hang in there. We're going to get through this. See you next week.